Hi guys, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for stopping by. Today I will be reviewing some more new fragrances from Fragrance World French Avenue. I am seeing a lot of new fragrances dropping. They are not necessarily on their Instagram, this official page, but they are popping up in online stores here, and all of them are released in 2025. The first one I am going to talk about, I was very happy to see this one. It is called Soleil Rose, and it is inspired by Nihlo Narcotic flower. I have already tried a version, an inspiration of Narcotic flower. However, this one, it is from Maison Alhambra. I will also talk about it and compare it to Soleil Rose. I do not know exactly when this debuted. It seems like it's been there for a while. Soleil Rose, it has notes in the top of lychee, bergamot, and peach. The middle, it's orange flower, peony, and jasmine. And the base, it's vegetal musk, which is very special. In this perfume, there are woody notes and again musk. The bottle, it's pretty standard. The top, it is all plastic, but it works with the color of the juice and the bronze detailing. Soleil Rose has a very soft, creamy opening with hints of fruits and florals. I would not classify it as an overtly fresh opening. The perfume, it's a very creamy blend. The notes in the opening, it's not very easy to discern them from each other. I am able to get some lychee and a bit of peach, but it's more a blended note. The heart, it's a floral creamy heart. I am able to get some jasmine, some neroli. It's very smooth, but it's the same type of blend. The perfume is creamy from top to bottom. When I do get to the base of the perfume, this vegetal musk note, it's quite different, and I am able to discern this. Soleil Rose, it's an easygoing perfume, perfect, I would say, for weekends, brunch type of scent, a Sunday floral, if I can put it that way. There is nothing extra special about it other than this vegetal musk note, but at the same time it's alluring, it's appealing, it's easy to wear, just spray and go. I did buy Maison Alhambra Floral Addiction quite a while ago, but I never picked it up because it was a bit abrasive in the opening. I found it to be a bit rough. It did not say to buy me. It's not at all a bad perfume, but at the same time, I was not wowed by it. Flower Addiction, it's a lot more fruity in the opening, and the fruity notes, they do linger quite a bit. So this is more fruity notes. There are florals, but dominant fruity notes and musk. What makes Soleil Rose stand out a bit more, it is this vegetal musk note. I have sampled Fleur Narcotic from Nihlo in the department store. I always thought it was a pretty perfume, but I did not think I really needed it for that price. But this one, it's quite a nice inspiration of the perfume. It has average lasting power and longevity. I totally think it is full bottle worthy, the type of perfume that you would get a lot of wear out of. It is a non-offensive everyday perfume, very creamy, very agreeable. Fragrances are subjective, but this is definitely leaning very feminine. The next one, it is called Mythical Gryphon or Gryphon. I would think it's Gryphon. It's this one here. It has a very beautiful bottle. Most websites are classifying Mythical Gryphon as a fragrance for men. But when I tried it, I love this perfume very much. I think this can be a unisex fragrance pulling a bit more masculine. I don't see why all genders cannot wear this perfume, but just to put it out there, it's being marketed as a perfume for men. This one, it's stunning. The top notes are pepper, saffron, cardamom, and bergamot. The heart, it's rose, akigala wood bark, and there is cedar, there is cinnamon, and the base, it's vanilla, vetiver, patchouli, and amber. It is a bit more of a complex fragrance, but guys, this one, it's beautiful. Mythical Gryphon, it does have a spicy opening, but you can say spiciness with a limit, because the bergamot, it does cool things down. It never gets too spicy, too loud. I know when we see notes like cardamom, saffron, oud in the same perfume, we tend to think that it's going to be more Middle Eastern leaning in terms of the genre of perfumes. But this one, to my nose, it's leaning more Western in feel. The saffron note, it is there. It does not overpower the perfume. It's more of, I would say, a cold saffron note. It's fragrant, but it is not spicy saffron. There are floral notes in here in the middle, but this is not what the perfume is really about. The florals are not in the forefront. What really comes out in the heart of the fragrance, it's a beautiful woody accord laced with some spices, with florals in the background. The cedar is even more pronounced than the akigala wood. Actually, akigala wood is not oud. It is more synthesized patchouli wood. It does mimic oud, but it is not real oud. And also what is beautiful in here, and it sort of cools down the spicy notes, it is also the vetiver. The vetiver, it's very fragrant, it's beautiful, and it works nicely with the cedar and the spices. This, it is a sexy perfume, a very elegant perfume, especially for men, because it's sexy, but at the same time, it is not too playful. It's not stuffy, it's clean. In terms of the level of spiciness compared with fresh notes, it's the same type of composition like El Dorado, not the same type of fragrance smell. But if you have tried El Dorado, this playfulness of spicy notes and woody notes, but this one has a nice dose of vetiver and cedar. It's cleaner, it's even, I can say, fresher. The base is amber vanilla, but this is a complex blend of fragrances. To my nose, it's not pulling either vanilla or amber, and of course you have the vetiver in the base. If you like masculine fragrances or unisex pulling more masculine, there is no reason why you would not be able to pull this off. Especially for the gents out there, I find this to be totally full bottle worthy, great quality, the longevity, the lasting power, the projection, it's all very good. For those of you who are here for the first time, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Should you have any comments, questions, please reach out in the comment section of this video. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. For all of my ongoing followers, thank you so much. I did reach 4K this week and I need to see how I put together the giveaway that I did promise you guys. It's a bit difficult, you know, shipping perfumes from personal in the current environment, but I will see how I do this. So there is a giveaway coming. The next one up, it is Incense Alchemy, inspired by Matiere Premier Encens Sauve. I did compare both fragrances side by side. Incense Alchemy, it's marketed as a unisex fragrance and definitely it is right in the middle, although I find it pulling a little bit more masculine. This one has notes of incense, coffee, and bay rose, and the heart, it's balsamic notes, cashmere wood, and cedar wood, and the base is vanilla, vetiver, and musk. It is not as complex as Mythical Grapefon, but it is also a stunning fragrance. I would say it's not in inspiration territory, it is really clone. This is almost one-to-one. I compared this and I was thinking, wow, you know, the only thing that made me a bit annoyed is in this series from Fragrance World, I am yet to see a vanilla powder because all of the fragrances I have compared to the Matiere Premier Originals, and I do have a sample set of all of their perfumes, a getting to know set. These inspirations are dead on, and this one I can say it's one-to-one. Incense Alchemy, it opens with a very cool note of incense. When I say a cool incense note, I am always thinking, you know, when you go into a very old church, it's fragrance, it's beautiful, but at the same time, it's not warm, spicy. It's more on the cool side. Some incense notes are warmer and they tend to come out with a bit of smoke and spiciness. This one, it's cool, laced with light florals. The coffee note, it does not come out right in the opening, and this is a little difference that I can sense for about 30 seconds between Incense Alchemy and Encens Sauve. The opening of Incense Alchemy, it's a little bit lighter, more airy than the original, but after you get through this, the two perfumes are identical. The balsamic notes and the woody notes in the heart of the perfume, they are so nicely harmonized. They are not fighting with each other. They work nicely to create, you can say, a dance, a story. There are no jagged edges, no one note which is annoying. The perfume just flows. The combination of incense meeting this woody balsamic notes in the middle, it makes this very expensive smelling, very sophisticated. The base, it's more vanilla than vetiver, but there are hints of vetiver here and there. The incense notes in here, it really makes the perfume because it's so nicely done. In terms of inspirations, this is definitely 95% plus and a super coin saver. And same as all the other inspirations, Incense Alchemy, it's a bit more potent than the one from Matiere Premier, which is Encens Sauve. I do already have another incense perfume on my list, which is Incense 01 from Swiss Arabian, and I love this one very much. It is also an original perfume, but this is also very pretty. It's a nice rendition of Incense, so I will need to decide which one of those I bring home first. The one from Swiss Arabian, it's a bit more dense, so this is definitely for very cold days, whereas Incense Alchemy, it's a bit lighter, a bit more airy. So this one you can say maybe it's closer to being an all year round fragrance than the one from Swiss Arabian. This one has also a bit of smoke, and I do not get a lot of smoke in Incense Alchemy. Next on the list, this one, it is called Veneno Black, inspired by Kilian's Smoking Hot. Guys, I already have Mashrabya from Lattafa, which is also inspired by Smoking Hot. I have already posted a full review of this one when it came out, so I will talk to you guys about Veneno Black and give you a little bit of comparisons between Mashrabya and Veneno Black, letting you know which one is my favorite, which version. Veneno Black has the same bottle as Veneno White, which I like. You know, the only difference is the color. The notes in this one, it's very similar to the notes in Kilian Smoking Hot. The top, it's apple, cinnamon, and smoke. Then you have tobacco and musk in the heart, and the base, it's bourbon vanilla and okonox. The opening, it's just as delicious as Smoking Hot and Mashrabya. The apple note, it's quite forward in here, very piquant, but I am able to smell some other fruity accords, and this is followed by cinnamon and light smoke. The smoky accord in Veneno Black, it starts out very light, just a hint of it, and as the perfume unfolds more into the heart, then the smoky accord, it becomes a bit more. In Mashrabya, the smoky note, it's a bit more pronounced right when the perfume is sprayed. Also, the difference to Mashrabya, this one, it has a lot more fruit. It has a bit more of a denser opening. The fruity accord that I do get, same as Mashrabya, it sometimes mimic a cherry note. You know, there is no cherry listed, but more of a red stone fruit aroma. The tobacco note in here, it's more sweet smelling tobacco as opposed to a raw smoky tobacco. It is beautiful and a bit less pronounced as in Mashrabya. I would say the smoky note in here, it is closer to Kilian Smoking Hot, because I did try this one when reviewing Mashrabya. It's not a big difference. The base, it's a very rich vanilla, and the vanilla, it forms the base of the perfume, same as in all three fragrances. This perfume will have a lot of fans. It's definitely a cold weather scent. The only little caution, from me is to like this perfume, it would be necessary to like a smoky accord. I know a lot of people do not like smoke. Compared to Mashrabya Veneno Black, it's a bit more tapered down. It's a bit less jammy than Mashrabya. I love Mashrabya because it's so opulent, indulgent, and on a cold winter day or in the fall, this really does it for me. It's potent, and explosive. However, I would say in terms of closeness to the original, all three perfumes are there. It's just that Veneno Black, it's a bit more decent. It's not as fruity, not as smoky. It is a potent perfume, but Mashrabya, it takes smoking hot to another level. If you have tried Mashrabya or smoking hot and it was a bit too much for you, the tobacco note, but you like the direction in which the perfume is going, this might be a good alternative. Had I not had Mashrabya already, I would pick up Veneno Black, but it would be redundant in my collection. Granted, I find Veneno to be a bit more easygoing. It's a beautiful perfume. Thank you for watching and hope to see you again soon on my channel. Tschüss!